Vortex viewers are invited to a special taping with Michael Voris and Canadian broadcaster Michael Koren at the Detroit studios of RealCatholicTV.com on Tuesday, June 14th at 7 p.m. Michael Voris was a guest on Michael Koren's Canadian TV show a couple of months ago and is now authored a provocative book entitled Why Catholics Are Right. So join the two Michaels right here in our studio for what is sure to be a spirited and lively taping, as well as book signing opportunity. For further details, click on the link.
Hello everyone and welcome to The Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. Our word for the day is Obamanomics, the extremely charitable expression for the government stealing money from hardworking individuals and using it to pay for and foster immorality. Obamanomics. Case in point, the willingness on the part of Obama's party to shut down the government rather than cut off hundreds of millions of dollars, your dollars, from going to Planned Parenthood. Next case in point, money going from your pockets and paid out for sensitivity training, meaning homosexual propaganda training for the armed forces. Next case in point, continued funding for birth control and homosexual classroom training for middle school students and younger. Next case in point, hundreds of millions of dollars, more hundreds of millions of dollars being shipped overseas to third world governments as incentives for them to adopt pro-abortion government policies. This was done in Kenya last August and is being tried in the Philippines currently, as well as numerous other poor nations. The national debt is approaching $15 trillion, and what person on earth even knows how much money that is anymore? According to economists who tabulate such things, the entire material wealth of the world is only $65 trillion only. That means we are in debt for 20% of all the money in the world. The investment organization Moody's is repeating loudly that the U.S. debt is going to be downgraded at its present rate. World leaders are talking out loud that the U.S. dollar should be replaced as the world standard. Prices are going up, Phil Jakar up lately, not because the intrinsic value of the goods and products are worth more, but because your shrinking, getting teeny weeny little tiny little devaluing dollar is worth less. Why is it worth less? Because the U.S. debt is growing by leaps and bounds, and the deeper you go into debt, the less your money is worth. Why is America in so much debt? Now we come to the heart of the issue, because for decades, political progressives and social liberals and theological modernists have all been clamoring about re-engineering society according to their secular atheist standards. In order to do this, they have pilfered hundreds of billions, trillions over the years, trillions of dollars from hardworking families. This is theft and a violation of the seventh commandment. They continue to do so even now. With the U.S. drowning in debt that increasingly looks like we will never be able to dig out from under, they still spend and spend and spend. $780 billion here, $600 billion there. And what do we have to show for it? A jobless rate that remains stuck at between 9 and 10%, a debt that just keeps mounting, an economy that shows no sign of turning around. Obama did not start the problem, to be fair, but he raised it to such a level that he now owns it. And what we have in its wake is a continuingly, rapidly growing loss of morality and decency, all paid for with your tax dollars. So, next time you buy something or get gas, pay your phone bill, look at your paycheck, don't forget that Obamanomics is causing a sizable portion of that money and using it to violate natural law. No one can really be surprised by this. The man supports killing babies wholesale. What's a few $trillion and souls going to hell? God love you. I'm Michael Voris.
Please help us keep delivering these kinds of messages that so desperately need to be heard and acted on. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber. Become immersed in the faith established by Jesus Christ. The Catholic Church is the only hope against evil because that is its God-given mission. As our Lord said, apart from me, you can do nothing. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber and come to learn and love Christ more deeply.